Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game, A-Side official. No negotiation needed, period. The first in the building, Big Blunts and Boxing. What's good? I see you. Carlos in the building. What's good? I see you on deck. Salute to both of y'all. And everybody else is inbound. Yeah, we got to talk about it. The media workout reaction from WCS featuring the primary, the headline, and the main event for the WBC Super Lightweight World Championship. Devin the Dream Haney versus Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? It went down today, and we're going to talk about it. It's not going to be anything too technical. I'm just going to give you my OP as far as what I witnessed, what I heard, and what I think. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, which fight is the hottest topic right now? Who drew first blood? When I say first blood, not in a literal sense, but in the eyes of the fans, in the eyes of trying to persuade those to tune into this fight. Because like everything, boxing has these default cliche, oh, the tickets ain't selling, the tickets ain't selling, the tickets ain't selling. Or, peep this out. Next, they're going to start talking about, oh, so-and-so ain't making weight. So-and-so still overweight. It happens all the time. That's the pathetic part about boxing. It always has these little one-liners that they use all the time to kind of tease somebody. We don't need to be teased no more. We've been in this game for a long-ass time. We understand by this point. It ain't no teasing. It ain't no puppetizing, man. We don't need no type of goddamn hors d'oeuvres, anything. Get to the entree. Both of these fighters have to make weight and meet the 140-pound limit. They have to balance out the scale so we can see a fight this weekend. Haney versus Garcia. It started to get a little rowdy. It's funny how people repeating what I said about Devin, you know, not using good judgment on pushing him, shoving him in the neck like that. It's been people now coming out saying, hey, that's a dangerous move to make because it could have ended bad. But Ryan Garcia, he pretty much showed up to the open weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to listen to this right quick. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to Ryan Garcia, a little entitled, rich kid that want us to feel some type of way. And then when it comes to Devin Haney, who people will criticize for, you know, his dad pretty much providing a lighter path for him to take other than the one he did in the streets over there in Oakland. People frown upon one of them because it fits the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Devin's not really, he didn't really go through the struggle. He had a gold spoon in his mouth. His dad wasn't supposed to do it. But yet Ryan Garcia, he talked about how he had very little growing up. And now, you know, at 25 years old, he's struggling to deal with the fame of being a millionaire. He wants us to feel sorry and basically show empathy for the actions that he's presented to us. The erratic behavior, acting like a juvenile, I want you to hear the guy that continues to want to talk about Christianity. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to look at him as somewhat of a fighter that you want to tell your kids about. And if I'm telling my kids any of this, if they was any younger, I'll say, hey, don't be like that. Don't do that. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Ryan has tried so hard. If y'all go back to my previous lives, right? It'd be good if I had a team to organize some of my talking points, right? But you go back in time. I told you all, Ryan Garcia was attempting to change up his image, and he's one of those rich kids that want to be on the dark side. He want to be on the dark side as far as being black. He want to be the guy that is now turned heel. He want to be a bad guy. He want everybody to look at him as a thug. He went and got all the ink. He stopped dressing up the way he used to. You know, he really wanted to cater to the culture. Ryan Garcia wanted to come over to the culture, man. I told you all that when he came in there and tried to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? When he finally wanted to be in the good graces of Gervonta Davis, a fighter who I believe Tank really looks up to. He really looks up to Ryan, who Ryan really looks up to. He really looks up to Tank for some reason. And, you know, we've seen a lot go down. You rarely see outside of Riddick Bowe landing that right hand, that right-left combination on Larry Donald back in the day. We saw Tank Davis land a left hook on Ryan Garcia and made him, you know, the clown come out of him, and seen him shoot shine out of it. One thing about Ryan, he refuses to engage. If you want to be a thug, you have to be willing to engage when Devin put his freaking 4 fingers and a thumb around your freaking face and shoved you off the way you did. That would have been the time that you show that you are a thuggish type of rich kid, and you want people to think you're a bad boy. So let's get to the audio, and let's look at this Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because when Ryan is at the pulpit, Christianity is at an all-time low. You know what I'm saying? An all-time low. Pay attention now. Let me remove this comment. And if you're in the building, y'all do me a favor. Hit the like button. All right? That's all I ask. Hit the like button if you choose to. But let's take a little, gander at this. This Ryan Garcia on how he's addressing the media at open workout.
You guys are fucking. You guys hate the truth. That's the fact. Y'all hate the truth. Look, it's right in front of your face. How the fuck I'm gonna miss weight? Motherfuckers are bums, bro.
Ryan, aside from that, apologize for the language as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a little turned up right now.
That is turned up. Ryan, obviously, look, there's been a lot going on with you in the last couple of weeks. Some people say, is Ryan okay? What is Ryan going through? Ultimately, you're good to go.
No, RG has been mentally evaluated.
I want to make note of something. It's RG, y'all. It went from King Rye. It went from Ryan Garcia, to King Rye, to RG now. This man, he has so many personalities, man, that the drug that they have out there for bipolar. You know what I'm saying? Capsulita, or whatever it's called. They're increasing the price for patients like Ryan Garcia, who continue to just shadow box his way through from one personality to the next personality to this. He's RG now. He's up here cutting off grown adults. He's showing no freaking etiquette. He looks a little bit soft when it comes to his weight. He looked like he's definitely in the 150s for sure. You know what I'm saying? He want to say, look at me, I'm on weight. You still look like you got some pounds to lose, buddy. You know what I'm saying? He's up here cutting off these guys, and they're looking at him like he's trash, man. Like he's disrespectful. You acting like a brat right now. That's what you're doing.
By every physician, therapist. I've had to jump through hurdles to prove I don't do drugs. I passed every test. I'm just a motherfucker on a mission. If y'all seen what I seen, y'all would not be the same, but it don't matter. I'm still here. I'm strong, and I'm ready to destroy this motherfucker.
You see, when it comes to vocabulary, right? I always tell people to make sure you enhance your vocabulary through life. Other people may, listen to me and say, man, that's some bullshit. It don't matter. It does matter, right? But I'm talking about, especially as a black man, right? But when it comes to Ryan Garcia, the way he's dropping F-bombs all over the place, I always use this comparison because he's able to get away with a lot of stuff. He's able to be exempt from the natural reaction from the general public that why are you talking like that? Why are you dropping all these obscenities to the general public and it's an open workout? You're trying to sell tickets, not sell the youth a first-class ticket to juvenile hall or jail by going out here in life and being disrespectful like you are. This man is just sitting up here dropping F-bomb. This is the Christian. This is the anointed one. This is the apostle. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that says, to God be the glory. All things through Jesus Christ, which strengthens me. That's Ryan Garcia, bro. But he's up here talking like he ain't never had no home training.
So what happened when you got to New York? You posted some stuff, but maybe having to take some kind of mental test. Did you have to jump through another hoop when you got here?
Yeah, I got mentally evaluated on a Zoom call by the Nevada commission. The NYC commission. And I passed with flying colors. And then they said, all your tests have came out perfect. You have no drugs in your system. You're perfectly fine.
How do you see this fight going, man? Do you think it was
I'm going to kill him. I don't care what happens in this ring. If he ain't out on his face, then I did something wrong.
If he's not out on his face, that means you didn't do something. You didn't do something wrong. You just didn't complete what you said you was going to do. He's saying he's going to kill him. I know they want to up to ante. The closer it get, it's on fight week. We heard Team Haney. Bill Haney, one of the best in the game. I have to salute him, one of the hardest working mouthpieces and trainers in the game. You sit back and look at what he's been able to do. Ryan Garcia is not going to be able to match him. That's why Devin didn't even speak to them. Bill came up there and spoke to him. But he mentioned, he going out there to, kill Ryan Garcia. They both want to talk about death. They want to talk about homicide. They want to talk about shit. There's no return. I understand it's combat sports, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Kill or be killed. That's what Bill said. If he dies, he dies. You know what I'm saying? He used what Terrence Crawford just used. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to use the Drago moment. You know what I'm saying? If he dies, he dies. I like it. But at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia saying you want to kill your friend. I guess it's a way to try to further convince people that you on that type of time, that you on the dark side now. We don't understand what you seen, Ryan. You want to hold us, in some type of position and say, you know what, y'all didn't see what I seen. Y'all didn't see what I seen. Well, you ain't seen no combat. You ain't went over there and seen your fellow countrymen, come outside the wire all bloody. Some of them, dead. You ain't talked to nobody one day and then 2 days later they gone because they was blown up outside the wire. You know what I'm saying? You talking about freaking garrison type stuff. You're talking about in country. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about things that is going around that you trying to place yourself in positions to say, oh, what you seen. You're trying to make it seem like it's so bad. But Ryan Garcia is trying to convince somebody that he's gonna go out there and kill Devin. All I'm saying, Ryan, is all the way you building this up. You better hope it's not on a couple of freaking dozen rolls of freaking soft toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Enough to wipe your tears away. You know what I'm saying? You better hope you go in here and get the job done against Devin, because I'm not believing the death part. You're talking about you're going to bite his ears off. Don't go in here and get disqualified now. We need for you to go in there and win this motherfucker with your words and then apply that to executable actions. You want to be a thug so motherfucking bad, nigga. You need to make sure you carry out the mission. Holy thou not. You want to go over here and act like you represent the Christians? You better very well go in that ring and don't do that turn around, turn your back to a motherfucker. I hope Devin and Bill and his whole team has planned if he goes in there and do that. One of the worst freaking Philly shells in boxing. If he turns his back, I hope they actually worked on a way to pivot in and freaking, make him pay for that shit without the referee stopping the action and then reset and call fight. I hope they came up with a plan to make him pay for that shit every single time he do it.
If I gotta fucking elbow that motherfucker, break his shoulder or something, I'm gonna do it.
He's telling people, look, this is how stupid this. Ryan Garcia is telling, if I have to elbow him, if I have to break this, you know what I'm saying? If I, bite his ears off. You're not smart, dude. You know what I'm saying? If your bloodstream is absolutely clear of any type of influential narcotics, liquid, powder, chemicals, any type of agents that may be causing you to act the way you do, then next is the straitjacket. Somebody needs to make sure he has a bed set up in the local asylum. Because he goes in here and get his motherfucking ears boxed off while he's trying to bite Devin's off. He's going to really have a story to tell when he's in that motherfucking padded room. When everybody's going heavy on him on Twitter. They're not going to let you live this shit down, bro. Mr. Thug for life. That's Mr. Thug for life right there. He's not happy with his 100 millions at 25 years of age. He want to be a thug, but yet he don't want to get locked up. Do some shit to get locked up, man. If you want to be that guy where people look at, you know what I'm saying? You want them to say, oh man, I've been locked up before. Do some thuggish shit. Go over there and hit a car, run, go on a high speed chase, man. Goddamn, you'll live. Jump out the car, pull out a water gun, point it at whoever's behind you, whatever. Make it seem like you're drawing down on them, so you can really get the full effect of being on cops. Being on goddamn evening news, Ryan. That's all you got to do. Stop playing the part. I mean, start playing the part. Stop pretending that you are the main actor. No, go and be in the part. Create your own movie scene, bro. The shit you're doing is just, it's just, nobody's believing it. It's just as fake as it can get, bro.
I'm dead ass.
Second
If
fight.
I gotta bite both of his ears off, I am.
You look fired up, and I like this. I don't mind seeing a Ryan like this. This is good to see. Second fight with Derek James. You getting comfortable now with your new trainer?
Oh yeah, you see our work.
Yeah.
You can't deny that either. My technique's better. My hands are up.
He's better. I'm telling you, people, the listeners, we can't deny. I didn't look at this shit. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't paying. I just know this nigga's overweight right now. That's all. I'm just saying. I see Devin already getting within that picture of him drying up. He got a beanie cap on. You know what I'm saying? He's looking like he's drying up. You can tell it in his cheekbones when he get to sucking down weight. Team Haney and me is taking this the most serious. Ryan is walking around here obviously looking like he's in the 150s right now. And if you look on your calendar, it is Wednesday, y'all. Weigh in per the format, being that the championship fight is on Saturday, y'all. Weigh-ins is Friday. The weigh-ins are Friday. And this dude still look like he's pretty big. Now, you want to drastically cut weight? Good luck with that. Go ahead. Don't blame a weight cut on your shitty performance. Because you're looking a bit pudgy and soft right now. You know what I'm saying? You're going around with no shirt. You ain't trying to continue to burn calories in this open workout. If Ryan goes in here with this type of lead up and wins, he may very well have pulled off the biggest misconception or the biggest charade or talent show ever and had people fooled. He might have pulled off the biggest, I'm talking about the biggest charade ever. The biggest clown show circus where he had people believing that Devin will go in there and walk over him with ease. And he goes in there and win. It would be, I think, the biggest ever. The biggest acting job, the biggest deception. I don't know what the proper, for Ryan, the biggest clown show, which turned out to be reality. You know what I'm saying? The best acting. He need to get a Grammy, an Emmy, and an Oscar. All three of those, because he would have had a lot of people fooled, y'all. A lot of people fooled.
The chin is down. What y'all got to say now?
I see you throwing more right. I see you throwing more right hands. That's gonna be.
Yeah, but everybody was like, oh, yeah. Papa, where's it at? Y'all can't say that now. So what's next? Oh, see, shit. It's always some shit. I might take up. Hands are up. Footwork's there. What now? See? That's what I thought.
Only you know what goes on behind the scenes. Only you know the work you're putting in during camp. But if you were someone on the outside, kind of watching the stuff you're posting, the stuff you're talking about, which again is important stuff that you're talking about, but if you were on the outside watching, what would you think?
I would think he understands marketing at the highest degree. He understands how to go viral in this generation, and he broke the code, and he breaks it every day. I do it every day. I don't take a day off. I wake up, post something, because it doesn't matter. Nothing. All this is just.
He said he break the code every day, y'all. This man looks like he has some weight to drop. Do y'all think he may show up to the scales, miss weight, and the championships are now on the line, but the fight still goes on? Do you think that's gonna happen? Do you think Ryan Garcia is gonna miss weight? I don't see him, him drying out yet. I don't see any of this. I just don't see it. I see Haney over there basically walking this fight week the way it's supposed to be. Real talk. I just see him and Bill moving effectively, accordingly. Ryan, every time you look at him, he got his shirt off. How are you supposed to freaking, complain when you face Tank Davis about weight? But yet you going up here and it's like the weigh-in is Friday. And you're not even trying to continue to get your metabolism burn those extra freaking pounds by layering up and get your body to sweat. You know what I'm saying? You don't look like a 140 pounder right now. And then you have height on you and everything else. You don't look like a 140 pounder, like you within range right now. I would go out to say I don't believe he's even in the 140s at this time. I don't see it. Let's keep it moving.
Just noise, bro. I do another post. Oh, that's crazy. I do another post. Oh, that's crazy. No, that's crazy. Or, oh, he's okay now. Like, bro.
So is it just a big sell?
Yeah, it's important things that I'm dead ass serious about. But again, if I'm also in the middle of a promotion of a fight, so shit, if it sells, it sells. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing.
All right, let's talk about the fight. You've been asking for this fight and wanting this fight for years. You versus Devin Haney. It's you in another big fight as well, which we've got to applaud you because a lot of people are not taking these big fights. What'd you make of Devin Haney as an opponent?
He's just I don't even see him. I don't see him.
He don't see him, y'all. Y'all understand me? Y'all hear me? He don't see him. Now, Ryan Garcia, once again, if he's able to go ahead and get the victory by any means necessary and is legal and is not embroiled in controversy, he will level change in life, and as a professional boxer, he will absolutely level change. He said he doesn't see his opponent, man. He don't see Devin Haney, who's former undisputed lightweight champion, current super lightweight WBC world champion. He don't see him. He doesn't see him. Ryan doesn't see him, y'all. But he see the app, the X app, to get on Twitter all the time and talk shit. He does see that. But he doesn't see his opponent that's coming up right now in Devin Haney. He doesn't see him. He said he cleared all drug tests and he is fine. He is good. Clearly, he's not suffering from cutting weight because he's still on his bullshit. He's talking some nonsense, some freaking garbled gibberish. You know what I'm saying? He's just talking some foolish you know, like some people might say, you know, Galimatias. You know, he's talking about shit that just don't make sense. Let's continue to watch and listen to this guy who may be on the brink of fighting his last fight.
Him. I don't know who he is. I don't care who he is. It's blank to me. I see one thing: eat, destroy, leave no crumbs. Boom, face first.
All he see is eat, destroy, leave no crumbs. I never seen a human being that left crumbs, you know, when he was defeated. I mean, I didn't think human beings can just, their body can be crumbs, to be honest. We've seen humans, boxers, get beat up in the ring and look really bad, but never crumbs. This is why I'm saying this guy is the most goofiest human being at this point in time. He's ranked #1 per stupidity. You know what I'm saying? He's ranked #1, y'all, on that scale. He said, leaving no crumbs. Blam, face first. He's talking about leaving Devin Haney face first, who haven't been on the canvas. But this guy was sunbathing from Luke Campbell under the bright lights. You know what I'm saying? Tanning bed. This guy was, you know, we haven't even got comfortable yet. You know, the popcorn was still fresh. The butter was still, you know, the butter, you know how you put butter on popcorn and still had that little shine to it before it really started to soak in? The butter on the popcorn was still glycerin, right? And then before he was on the ground against Tank, we still had damn near a full cup of freaking a beverage, whatever that beverage was, in our cups. We haven't even started to really consume and get into the fight. He already on the canvas. See, I know you talking this shit, Ryan, because it's Devin, and you feel like, you know, people say he don't have any punching power, and you know, you really don't have anything to fear, so to speak, when you're talking about his punching power. So besides that, you feel you're going to be able to go in there and get close to him like you did Tank in the early rounds. And, you know, hopefully your trainer, Diddy James, because I heard Diddy love, you know, recording. I hope he's been able to pretty much look at film for the first time in his training career. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's, you know, really thought it would be a good idea to look at film for the first time, like the old Diddy. I mean, you did mention him, right? So I hope your trainer is open to looking at film on this guy, Devin Haney. Because if you going in there and talking about you improved, you keeping your hands up and all this other shit, listen, there's been plenty of fighters that felt they had the ironclad, the super plan, you know what I'm saying? The best offensive strategy, defensive strategy going in there against a pure boxer. And then they came out to lose. Just ask Cambozo. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that thought they had, a lot of boxers thought they had the plan. But your trainer has been on record saying he don't watch film. I hope he does this time.
I've never seen this side of you, man. I mean, this is like a chip on your shoulder, a little mean,
I got something.
a little bitter. What happened here? What changed you?
The shit that I've been posting about. That everybody thinks I'm lying, bro. No, I'm not.
And he up there just cutting off Sergio Mora. You know what I'm saying? Just cutting him off, having no respect, just straight up disrespectful. If that would have been Haney up there doing that shit, man, people would have been going on him and freaking 20 times over, bro. They would have been holding him to the fire and throwing a celery on it. They would have been pouring buckets and buckets of lighter fluid on him. They would say, man, he disrespectful. Once again, he don't have no respect for those guys. You know what I'm saying? How was he raised? They would have been blaming everything on Bill Haney. But Ryan can come up here and act an absolute clown and cutting people off and talking about this is shit I've been talking about, all that. Bro, you better very well, Ryan, have this shit locked in place, buddy. You better have this shit locked in place, man. You better have the best locks ever. you better goddamn have a meeting tonight with the Matrix. You better tell them if there's any point in your lifetime where you want to be a part of something, that you're able to make history. You better hope they provide you with the numbers needed. You better hope they have the configurations at the right time to have this glitch work effectively in your favor, Ryan. You better make sure they have everything figured out. Because you about to go down. You can lose this fight or you quit. Come the Amir Khan of the modern era. You're done. You may get another fight, but you better very well be able to go in here and stand on everything, all your actions, everything you said. Because I still think this is a facade. I still think you and Devin are not at each other's throats like you want to be. Y'all trying your best to ramp it up. I understand. They trying their best to prove to the people that they hate each other. I just don't buy it, man. I think they really respect one another. Real talk. But Ryan had to go through the extreme to prove to people that he's a bad boy. See, Devin couldn't play the bad boy. He just can't. Nobody would have believed it. Even him shoving Ryan, it doesn't convince me. But Ryan, hey, he's doing what he got to do. Y'all hold on for a second. All right, let's get back to this audio.
Why would I act like this if I was lying? I'm dead ass serious. I seen some weird shit and it broke me and I'm like, oh fuck. And then you want to tell everybody, I was like, man, what if people think you're crazy? Nah, fuck it. For the kids. Wow, and I just went in and I dived into it.
How difficult though is it, Ryan, to be posting and thinking about that and concentrating on the biggest fight of your...
See how disrespectful this dude is? You know what I'm saying? I don't mind disrespecting boxing. I talk about it all the time. If it's toward the fighter. But these dudes are trying, these commentators are trying to use their segue to get the information out to the general public, my guy. That's all they're doing. You keep on cutting them off like you on freaking meth. Like you have been inhaling freaking paint cans all day. You're not even letting them get the question out. You better go in there and show you're him for once in your life. You better be able to prove it. Because this act that you putting on, man, I'm not buying that shit with 3 pesos, bro.
Your career.
A divorce, this, that. I have so much going on in my life and I'm still here. You've never seen this type. That's mental. That's mental strain.
That's mental strength, y'all. He going through a divorce, but yet he's trying to propose to somebody else. He's going through so much in life. I get it, man. I get it. Ryan's going through a lot in his life, like so many others. That's mental strength. That's mental strength that you're able to go through that and then still show up to open workout and act like you're going through the shit. That's mental strength. I can see if you was up here and you was basically doing a very productive interview, but yet you're cutting everybody off. You acting like you have no home training. You know you have home training, man. You know you was provided the best school lunches growing up, Ryan. They had your shit special delivered. You had your own chef when you was growing up. You up here acting like you never was taught anything, man. Where's your brother at? That's who I haven't seen. Where is he at? Where's your brother? Anybody seen his brother? Where's your brother at? Because you don't mention him much. Is he still living? Did he leave? Did he get his own place? I haven't seen him even in the picture lately. Where is he at?
Folks couldn't even move, get out their bed. I'm right here training. I tell you, I'm going to destroy this motherfucker.
You've seen Devin over the last couple of fights. He had a tough fight against Lomachenko, but came out with a decision there. He shut out Regis Prograis. What gives you that confidence that you have kind of what it takes to beat him?
You can't compare Regis to me. Come on, man. That's disrespectful.
Well, Lomachenko, I mean, he's a good fighter.
Lomachenko beat.
Hey, you can't compare Regis to Ryan Garcia, even though Regis is a 2-time world champion. You can't compare him. You can't compare him, bro. Don't you dare. Hey, shout out to Tough Glove Boxing in the building. Salute to you, brother. I see you on deck. Definitely go check out Tough Glove Boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Hot content. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you sub and support the brother. Solid ice drops he be putting down over there. Real talk. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. He say salute. King at WCS. Golden Ryan got the power to change the fight. With that said, Devin by beheading. Damn, why did you come over here and talk about beheading? Damn. That's just wrong. If you behead, no, you'll no longer be able to talk your shit. He said beheading. WBC posted Ryan's weight last week. I believe they got to make sure he's close to the weight for the belt. He was 146 last week. I hope he ain't been fucking off. Man, he looks soft to me. I mean, he looks soft to me, man. You know, the camera can play tricks on you, man. You know what I'm saying? The cameras can play tricks on you. Sir Foul Player, what's good? I see you in the building. Mr. Golden OG, what's good? Salute to you. I watched the Build the Media workout. I had to change it when Bill popped up on the screen. I can't tolerate them big ass teeth of his. Man, hey, what were you talking about? Why are you looking at how a man look? Come on, Carlos, man. Come on, man. What you talking about his teeth? First Ryan Garcia's pop is talking about his hair. And you talking about that? Why are you looking at the man's teeth, man? He a millionaire, bro. He got the right to have whatever he want, man. What are y'all talking about? The way these cats be looking. What are you doing, Carlos? His teeth. Hey, one thing you need to understand: that man is one of the best at what he does with promoting his son. He is the best on the YTC streets as far as how he go over here and maneuver. You know what I'm saying? He does what he does great. Hustle Man is on deck. Salute, man. I see you in the building. What up, WCS in the chat? What's good? Jay is on deck. What's good? Real disrespect, cursing up a storm. That's what I'm trying to say, man. I know I drop some profanity every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I get a little bit loose with the vulgarity. But with Ryan Garcia, that ain't him. And dude go in there and get some ink. It might be the tattoo ink on him, bro. That shit may have tainted his blood and he's up here just acting all freaking delirious. Acting psychotic. Let's get back to the audio though. We want to listen and see what this guy has to say now. He's RG, y'all. Whenever you see Ryan Garcia, you call him RG. That's his alias now.
They robbed him.
Close fight.
Stop it, man.
Close fight.
Lomachenko, no shit happening like this. Like, bro, this is what I say. People don't know boxing, bro. You can't win jab, baby body shot. Like, Lomachenko was pressuring him, hitting him a combination, mixing it up. And you're gonna tell me Devin won? Nah, that shit was paid off for sure.
Yeah, every time you do that little shadow box in there, you're throwing your right hand. Is that something you've been 100% working on now with Derek James?
Don't be surprised if he gets laid out with a straight right.
I can't take this. You know, I really can't take this serious, really. I can't take it serious. It's not really weighing heavy on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And it's not weighing heavy on my mind at all. It's just, you know, when I'm listening to, it takes me back to, you know, some of those old childhood books that I was reading. You know, it takes me out to the old school cartoons. You know, was anybody ever gonna catch the Roadrunner? You know what I'm saying? Was Tom ever gonna catch Jerry and rid him forever? You know, I mean, what was you know, Scooby-Doo really that guy? You know what I'm saying? Even though he looked goofy, but was he really an OG when it's all said and done? Real talk. Scooby-Doo the dog. Was he really like that OG, man? You know, was he really that guard dog, really? You know what I'm saying? Shaggy. Was Shaggy really I'm serious. This is what I think about listening to this dude talk. Let me show you how he look in this. Let me show you this right. When the guy talked about his right hand, let me screenshot this right quick. I gotta show you something. Look at this dude now. Look at how he did his eyes, y'all. I have to make you aware of this shit. I want you to see how he did his eyes, man. And no, I'm not talking about the way he looked. I'm talking about his expressions. All right. They mentioned him throwing his right hand. I see every time you shadow box, you use that right hand. That means you've been working on that. Oh, don't be surprised you get laid out flat with a right hand. Look at the way he looking. He closed his eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you're being over theatrical with this shit. Look at him. He just closed his eyes like that. Anyway, let's keep on with this freaking audio, bro. God damn.
That's all I gotta tell you. Do not be like face first.
Face first, y'all.
This would on paper be
Face
the biggest
first.
win of your career, but would it be kind of the biggest triumph of your career as well, in the sense that you have been, people are skeptical of you coming into this fight, more so than they've been of you coming into any fight, including the one you had against Tank?
Yeah, no, this is the most important fight of my career, and I will not leave here without the victory.
This is the most important fight of your career. Is trash. To say that Gervonta Davis wasn't the biggest fight of your career, it's just you trying to sell a penny as a nickel. Even though the people see a penny, you trying to say, no, that's a quarter, dog. No, that's a $quarter. You're trying to sell a penny for every other coin except the value for which it is. Now people up here ranting and raving, talking about, oh man, when you look at it, Ryan Garcia did all the heavy lifting. I said, I know another nigga that did heavy lifting too, and that didn't work out well for him either. Man, no, that's what I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the titles. I'm talking about he's doing all the heavy lifting with selling this fight. He carried everything on his shoulders, man. Devin didn't do shit. I'm like, man, if this is what you have to go through in boxing, if this is the route you have to take in boxing, to basically go through all these changes of embarrassment, to prove to people that you're somebody that you'll never be, to prove to the people that, I want to be thuggish, but I don't want to go to jail. I want to be thug for life, but I don't want to get the goddamn, the AK tatted on my goddamn stomach. I get lions over there. I get a his and hers lions. You know what I'm saying? I have a lion and a lioness, on my chest. I get all the other ink. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't want no mugshot though. Because RG don't go for that. Can't go for that. Can't go for that. I can't go for that.
Is the belt important?
Yeah. To solidify like that, yeah, Ryan's a champion now. Now you really have nothing to say. You never been a champion? Well, now I'm a champion. What next?
He said, yeah, like the belt don't matter. It's just all about what he, what anger he wants to vent towards Devin to show the world that he's a meaner, he's a more violent fighter. Nobody never seen coming. I'm serious. I closed my eyes today. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is real. I closed my eyes today, man, and I poured the whole paint of Crown Royal, old school Crown Royal, over my head, right? Because I was just trying something new. I really didn't want to drink none of it, but I just poured it over my head onto the ground, let it drip. And I wanted to see, with my eyes closed, could I imagine, you know what I'm saying? Could I have some type of intoxication to think that Ryan is telling the truth? I tried my best, man, without actually consuming the whole paint, man. I was like, damn, I know this might be I might be on to something. Let me just pour shit over my head, let it soak into my scalp, and then from my scalp into my brain, and then, really get the full effect of trying to believe that Ryan can win this fight this weekend. Should I put any type of money on this fight? Should I believe that it's possible? Because they say, through him, anything is possible. Ryan is up here trying to convince us that he's going to go in there and the title really don't matter. Just him going in there and demolishing Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Being the first one to hand him his loss. It's incredible, man. This guy has shown that he's ready for Hollywood. Somebody need to get him a script and sign him up over there in Hollywood quick. If Ryan goes in here and beats Devin Haney, they need to sign him up for unlimited sponsorship wherever. I don't see it happening. I see it being a miracle. Just like Tough Glove said, a beheading. Devin, if you're looking at this, if you have Ryan Garcia's head, hold it high above you so I can get some good screenshots, goddammit. Don't worry about the blood dripping on you. You able to take a shower. Hold it high over your head. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know. Let the boxers that's up and coming know not to ever reciprocate or try to emulate what Ryan Garcia did. You will have your head on somebody's mantle.
I will say
I'm here
this.
to just every narrative of myself, destroy it, destroy it, destroy it.
I will say this, Ryan. You are we were talking about this a moment ago. You're no stranger dealing with any kind of outside distraction and succeeding in it. And we were just talking about in the last fight, you were at war with your two promoters, the guy that was just in the ring with you moments ago, and you still scored a knockout in that fight.
It's not nothing new to me, bro. I've always had to perform under crazy circumstances. Like, if it's not my promoter hate on me, it's something in my personal life. If it ain't that, it's just like, I'm used to this. This is a walk in the park for me.
It's a walk in the park, y'all. All I'm trying to do is deliver you information to not just persuade you to lean one way, but just try to open up your hearts and mind. You know what I'm saying? Leave your soul closed, though. Don't let them in your soul now. Your heart's in your mind. I just want to provide you with a little bit of disseminated information, boxing talk. That we have a fighter, Ryan Garcia, that's never lived up to the expectations to compare him to equality when it comes to his social media notoriety. We're trying to level those up together. It's been quite a noticeable gap. Social media up here, and then his boxing performance is very, very down low. I mean, really down low. We're trying to somehow balance those scales out. That's all. We haven't been able to do that through the evidence that's been presented with his former fights. We haven't been able to balance that shit out. And the way he's talking, dude, you have to go in here and win. You got to.
Like, okay, yeah, you guys don't know shit. It's like, whatever, keep talking.
You know what? I wanted to be here and actually see you face to face, close up. I think you look great.
Thank you.
I think you look great, and I think your mind is okay, and I think you're ready on Saturday. And that's what I wanted to make sure that you're good with.
God bless
Of course,
you.
Ryan.
God
Thank
bless
you.
man.
God bless you.
What did he say at the end? God bless? What God? You talking about the one when you spell it backwards? Because it's plenty gods. It depends on, who you select to put horns on. Plenty of gods. We just can't say he's talking about the God that we all know to love and pray to in good times and bad. He may not be talking about. I think the gods he's talking about are in forms of lambs, sheep. You know what I'm saying? All these other ominous characters that you may see and read about. I don't think he's talking about the one No. I don't think he's talking about that. I don't think he's talking about that. Now, listen to what they say. The commentary.
That was interesting. Ryan
Well,
Garcia.
let me tell you something.
Go on, talk to me.
Normally, I would say he's a little bit too wiry, but that was passion speaking. It's
passion.
That was passion speaking. Whenever you're dealing with a fighter, you're dealing with emotion, you're dealing with adrenaline. It comes in the places you don't expect. But I like that energy. I like what he's saying. It could be ignorance. I know a lot of people watching are going to say, you know what, that's false bravado. But as a fighter, I have to respect what I just witnessed. I have to respect what I'm just seeing. Now, can he pan out? Is he going to do it? These are the things that we're all here to watch. Now, if he can back up the talk, he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he
comes up short,
in one way, then he's back. But Chris, it was an interesting conversation.
The
Chris.
question of can Ryan Garcia
Let's
win?
go
is
to
an easy-
Devin Haney. You're done with that. Let's listen to Bill Haney.
Out that weight really nice there. 135, he was big for that weight. 140, he looks great too. So right now when he comes here, he filled out just as nicely as Ryan Garcia. Do you think size is going to be a difference here?
Well, you know, it's not about his look. It's about dismantling that hook he got. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, for us,
it's not. It's not about his look at all. He's always came in ready to go. Even in his loss, in his last loss with Tank, he was ready. I mean, physically, and you can't expect anything else from Derek James, future Hall of Fame trainer, trainer of the year, who will have a great game plan for Devin. But Devin is something special. I don't advise anyone, any coach, to talk like I talk unless you didn't put in the work, and you've learned it the way.
He said he don't advise any coach to talk like he talk unless you don't put on the work. That's real talk. I mean, that's real talk, because one thing they can never say about Bill Haney is that he's lazy. You know what I'm saying? You can't say the man is lazy. He put in an extreme amount of work, and people get pissed off that he's still extremely vocal when his son is of an age to speak for himself. You know what I'm saying? He made a great point, though.
We learned it from the best in the game.
You mentioned this is about business, about getting Devin Haney on the Mount Rushmore of boxing, but it does seem like this has gotten personal, maybe even more personal in the last couple of days. What happened there at the Empire State Building, the shove, we heard you say some things, Devin's going to kill him in the ring. Like, how much of that is rhetoric and how much of that is really real feelings of you?
Well, Ryan Garcia is in our way right now. You know what I mean? It was business, and everyone has known how professional we've been about.
He has been professional, and if you notice, Bill is not using all that profanity, that bulk load of profanity that Ryan Garcia chose to use as a carry-on when he entered the ring. You know what I'm saying? And for him to just drop all the F-bombs like that just to get his point across, you're not talking to a bunch of freaking thugs, prisoners, or someone who the only thing they know is that type of language. Saying it was out of line, but Bill is up here speaking like he got sense, being professional like he said, and pretty much the fight is being fought inside the ropes, not those ropes he's standing in right now, but the ropes that they're gonna have to visit, over there in Brooklyn come this weekend.
The business, but Ryan Garcia has now turned it personal by some of his insinuations about us, and it's personal.
What bothered you the most? What bothered you the most that he said?
That he's fooling the people, that he's not actually training, or that he's not actually getting prepared for a fighter like Devin. There's no fighter on the planet that's going to face Devin and not be prepared and not be worried about it. He's very casual about it, and so on his back he will be on April the 20th.
How difficult?
So Bill Haney is calling for an on your back moment. He feels that Devin is gonna knock out Ryan. I can't co-sign that, Bill. It's nothing dealing with you or anything. I'm not here criticizing. I'm just saying I just don't see it. I don't put Ryan Garcia in the same category as Regis Prograis. Just based off their reach and their height to begin with, and also the speed. You know what I'm saying? That I see them as two different fighters, but that doesn't mean we have to overlook how Ryan has just been so loose. You know what I'm saying? Fragmented leading up to this. He's been everywhere. He's been basically in character with multiple personalities. You have to show some concern with that when it comes to a fighter like Devin, who's been composed, poised. He's been acting like he's dialed in the whole entire time. Yeah, he lost it. He never should have did that. He let Ryan talk about his mom. You going home to your mom. Just because Garcia is in front of you talking shit and saying, where's your mom, and all that, you got to still maintain that composure. I would have rather you just be quiet and say, okay, I'll show you come Saturday night. I'll show you. Okay, you bring my mom into it. Okay. Just, the cliche what they use there, Devin. Just use it as motivation to keep on gassing forward and run this nigga over. Period. Run this nigga over, man.
Easy is it to make sure that Devin knows that, right? I mean, we're all guessing as to where Ryan's state of mind is. Obviously, Devin's responsibility is to kind of make sure that Ryan, I guess, is 100% focused on this.
Yeah, well, I mean, to get to the Mount Rushmore of boxing, I mean, you have to be a constant professional. You have to constantly polish on your craft. I think at 25 years old, Devin being undisputed 2 division and now defending the crown, it's cementing what he really is. And I say he's better than the best ever. Who is better than the best ever? Who is better than the best
I
ever?
don't think anybody can be better than the best ever. Yes.
Well, listen. I'm here to announce this, Devin the Dream Haney, and you're witnessing it. You're watching it. You're living in it. It only happens every so often. And
I could come back with something. I'm not making this about, my favorite fighters is out there. Bill doing what he's supposed to do, man. He believes that Devin is the best ever and so forth. I'm leaving it on this moment between him and Garcia. I'm not gonna dichotomize it and put my own opinion and bring in other names of fighters who I believe that is better. But like I said, give it up for Bill Haney for his energy. You know what I'm saying? The man is dedicated. He stays on the clock. He pushes forward. You know what I'm saying? I like supporting them from afar. Bill Haney. I like supporting him from afar. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But he's did an outstanding job with, adding his energy to this freaking lead up.
And Saturday night, April the 20th, is one more step.
He's like the Haley's Comet. He comes around once every 100 years, a talent like Devin Haney. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
The antics of Ryan, how much of that do you think is to try to take Devin out of whatever game plan you're putting into this fight? Because it would strike me that, a knockdown, drag-out fight probably favors Ryan Garcia more than a disciplined boxing match that you guys have been winning over the last few years.
Well, the way that it's been drummed up, let's just throw out the boxing. Ryan Garcia, let's meet in the middle of the ring, and let's make it whatever kind of fight you want to make it. How about that?
Is Devin going to walk out?
I like that. Bill say meet in the middle of the ring and make it any kind of fight. Now, if you told me that was the old, if you said this about the old Devin Haney before he picked up the chip, I would laugh. I would say, man, he's not gonna sit in the middle of the ring. But the Devin Haney that's put on muscle and put on this weight, it's possible. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? He can box. He can box. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he can box, man. And especially we talking about Ryan Garcia. I haven't seen him fight yet. If Ryan Garcia could be a fighter like Crawford, we seen him fight, right? People get mad when he bring out the DOG. I haven't seen Ryan be able to fight and pull Devin or any other fighter into a situation where they have to fight. This turns into a fight. Yes, I'm not saying they totally exclude boxing, but this turns into an all-out brawl. This turned into one of those situations where you can feel the energy, you can see the energy that they're fighting one another. They're not just going in there sticking to the basic fundamentals, throwing combinations, cutting angles and all that. This is a fight. And when you go to the middle of the ring, a perfect example I'll use is Max Holloway, a mixed martial artist. When he points to the middle of the cage, it turns into an all-out war. It turns into an all-out war.
Out there to the middle of the ring Saturday and challenge him like that?
Guaranteed. He walked out there on Lomachenko.
And
he walked out there on Regis Prograis. And that's the thing. They all say everything, but they say it up until fight night. If Ryan Garcia is who he said he is, then let's meet in the center ring and let's decide this thing once and for all.
Can you remove your trainer hat and your manager hat and promoter hat from a father standpoint?
Yes,
How
sir.
proud are you of what Devin's achieved so far in boxing?
I'm proud. I know that he's one of one. And that's just the way it is. I told him you have a lot of monuments here in New York City, but you only have one of one, and that's Devin the Dream Haney. And what we've accomplished and what we shall accomplish, inshallah, the world will see.
You guys love the word handicap during your fight. Handicap opponents of their best weapon. You've done that effectively over the last couple of fights, most recently taking that left hand away from Regis Prograis. How challenging do you think it's going to be to handicap Ryan Garcia of his best weapon?
Well, it's about teaching the people at the same time. Everyone said that Devin was having a problem get hit with a left hand. I think the general consensus was that he couldn't get away from a left hand. So, we took that challenge and we showed them in front of our hometown crowd that if we don't want you to use your left hand, you won't. And that could be anyone. That could be Javante Davis. That could be Shakur Stevenson. They're all, Matias, they're all one-arm bandits when it comes to Devin.
Bill said they one-arm bandits when it comes to Devin. You know what I'm saying? But Bill, you haven't fought none of the one-arm bandits, though. You haven't fought the Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, or Matias. You haven't fought the one-armed bandage though. But that was laughable though. That was a little bit of humor. That was funny. You know, one thing we know about Bill, he can talk his shit.
You gotta have two hands. You gotta be able to have the distance inside, outside. Sergio will tell you, this ain't easy. It ain't easy for nobody to come and talk the way I talk. But we've shown you the best jab in business, the best feet work, the best distance. He had a knockout of the year with Antonio Moran. I mean, you know, we're talking about Devin the Dream Haney, the face of boxing.
I say it all the time, Bill. Like, the only thing better than getting a big-time knockout on the big stage is pitching a complete shutout.
Absolutely.
For Devin Haney to move up to 140 and challenge a fighter like Prograis, who's a beast. I mean, this guy had the power and everything. Shut him out on 2 of the judges' scorecards. I mean, to do that, that's impressive. So you're practicing what you preach.
Well, Sergio is absolutely been extremely nice as a former champion. You know what I'm saying? You've been extremely nice. But let's be honest. You know, Regis was subpar as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't expecting of Regis to come in there and just get overwhelmed, ran over, stepped on by Devin the way he did. He looked terrible. He looked absolutely bad. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was underprepared. You know, so it's good for bragging rights because Devin did go over there and take his belt. He did. He went and took his belt. But let's not act like Regis was just, you know, a New Orleans Superman that night. That wasn't the case, bro. That wasn't the case at all.
See, that's impressive not only to the people, but it's also impressive at the bank. Because if you can pick up the money on December the 9th, you pitch a shutout, you back here on April the 20th.
Indeed, he's been busy. He's given us a couple of fights every year, which not everyone does. Bill, thank you very much. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, Kings.
Thank you, my
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Bill.
All right.
Shout out to Bill Haney for, you know, enlightening us the way only Bill Haney know how to talk his shiznick. Shout out to Christopher White in the building. What's good with it, Chris? Appreciate you pulling up as always. Salute, man. Bill talking, but he's not a fighter. Hey, we know Bill ain't a fighter, but he'll fight with his words, though. You know what I'm saying? He'll fight with his words. That's why I say it's good for me to, support him from afar, man, because I'm just not. I couldn't just involve myself in that circle, period. Because as much as, I would. Hold on for a second, y'all. Yeah, but when it comes down to it, Bill gonna talk his trash, man. He's gonna say what he gotta say. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely good to support him from afar. I thought it would be more media over there. I did see Danny from the Boxing Voice in the ring. He's became a full-time Devin Haney supporter, which I ain't knocking nobody who support these fighters. You know what I'm saying? I've been in those situations before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to knock them for supporting a fighter, up close. That's what boxing is about. These people say they're not fans, but that's been debunked from a long time ago. I used to tell people, how can you support a fighter heavy and you're not a fan of them? You have to be a fan of them. There's nothing wrong with saying you're a fan of a fighter. You're not just supporting and going around using all these steps to follow these fighters and use your shoulder muscles and, and everything. To pretty much hold that camera up and get this footage and go back and edit it and put it out to the world and all that if you wasn't a fan of the fighter. So you media guys, you need to stop trying to dilute the fact that you're putting in all this effort just because you're a fan of boxing. You put in this effort because, first of all, whatever fighter you're supporting close, you're basically reporting on closely, you're a fan of that fighter. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're a fan, and anybody who asks, yeah, I'm a fan of the fighter, and I'm a fan of the sport. Stop going around here acting like It's a forbidden language for you to say you're a fan of the fighter. If you're working for a fighter closely, you're a fan of the fighter. Y'all probably seen me working, you know what I'm saying, closely with Team Jihad, and I'm like, you don't see me in the pictures like that. It don't matter how old I am. I'm there to support the team and the fighter, period. Shaking my head. When that first loss come, I can't wait to hear Bill put a spin on it. I'm not going to prognosticate a first loss. I know not every one of you all in here are a fan of Devin Haney. Even myself, I've been critical of him, but I don't dislike him as a fighter. I just, you know what I'm saying, I've had my criticism that you know, as a fighter, he hasn't been the most entertaining fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I have to wipe a bit of that criticism away, based off what he's accomplished by beating George Kambosos and, you know, Lomachenko. Even though I think Lomachenko won that fight. I've been on record. He clearly beat Regis Prograis. So I look at him as a fighter who has put a lot of shit in the rearview mirror, and you can't put it in front of him like it's brand new no more. He did what he's supposed to do. You can't put it in front of him like, hey, slow down for a little bit. The miles per hour, this zone, you got to slow your speed down a little bit and pay attention. There's going to be some speed bumps up here for you, okay? We're going to bring up some old shit. We're going to bring up the Yorkis Gamboa fight. You know, you can't do that no more. I mean, it's old. The man's a 2-division champion. He's not my favorite fighter in the sport, but I do respect what Bill Haney has done and what Devin Haney is doing. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, and how they moving. I don't agree with every move they make. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to speak on that. He's going in there to beat Ryan. I hope I'm pulling for Devin Haney to go in there and box Ryan's ears off. I am. I'm hoping he go in here and box his ears clean off. You know what I'm saying? I want Ryan Garcia to, you know, to get that goofy look on his face like he's a puffer fish. You know how puffer fish blow up with no ears. I want him to have that goofy look, that shock look on his face when he take this L. It's no way in hell that anyone's gonna convince me Ryan is winning this fight, man. I know people gonna look at the bed and say, hey, this is a perfect time. Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. Buster Douglas. I don't know what the odds are looking like right now. Matter of fact, let me see what the odds are looking like right quick. I just wanna see right quick, y'all. You know, I wanna see what they coming in with some bullshit. I wanna see what the odds are looking like. Give me a moment. Let me see. Cause I'm in Georgia. They won't let us do anything. You know, Georgia, man. They come to guns and all that. Yeah, they all about that. But man, they gonna let us freaking. So Devin is at a minus 900 right now, and Garcia is plus 575. All right. So this is a little bit here and there. So total rounds over under. If it goes over 10.5, you're talking about minus 200. Under plus 150. It's trash odds, man. Really round for round, if you can predict a round, yeah, for Devin Haney, I mean, it's pretty decent money in there, but you have to have some money in the bank to kind of put, you know, you got to have the inside scoop to kind of put money on Devin Haney winning in a specific round. This is a 12-round championship showcase, y'all. Look, for Ryan Garcia, this is where it gets interesting and where people are going to try to go for the underdog. Ryan Garcia to let's just say round 7 is plus 500. I mean 5,000. It's plus 5,000. Round 8 plus 5,000. Round 10 plus 6,600. Round 12, the last round, y'all, the finale, y'all. Raymond Ford, a rocky moment. 7 seconds left. You know what I'm saying? Max Holloway, 2 seconds left. Flatlines, Justin Gaethje, plus 10,000. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's a draw, it's a plus 2,000. Devin Haney to win rounds 1 and 2. Devin Haney to win in round 1 and 2, plus 2,000. You're gonna have to see if you want to waste some money on this shit. You know what I'm saying? The money line for Ryan Garcia is decent. When will the fight end? Round 1, plus 4,000. Round 5, plus 1,600. Round 11, plus 2,000. You know, I mean, it's up to you on what you want to place on this. Where you want to place your bet. I mean, it's a lot of areas for you to make money. If you choose to dive in there with no goddamn gear on, no oxygen gear. Will Devin Haney score a knockdown? Yes, plus 125. No, minus 165. Will Ryan Garcia score a knockdown? Yes, plus 400. You're gonna have people looking at Ryan Garcia possible knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Or Devin Haney plus 400. Look, will both fighters score a knockdown? Sitting at plus 1,000. Devin Haney to be knocked down and win. Plus 900. Yes, plus 900. No, minus 2,000. So they have plenty of areas that you can look. 1 plus knockdown, minus 135. 3 plus knockdowns, plus 2,200. I don't need to go because I know it's not going to be 4 plus knockdowns and the fight continues. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, y'all. Total knockdowns, Devin Haney. 1 plus is 125. Man, I'm telling you, you know, hey, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all smart. If y'all want to put y'all money out there like that, y'all smart. Shout out to Andrew Charles in the building. I thought Loma won also, but Loma should have never taken the 12th off. Huge mistake. With Lomachenko, man, he fought the way he fought. He's a 2-time Olympian. One of the biggest frauds in boxing to me. You know, you was over at the World Boxing Series and you didn't want your professional fights recorded. And then they tried to make you a perfect entry into the gateway of professional fighting. You know what I'm saying? To have your fights recorded now. And they wanted you to become this historic fighter that's riding under a lie. Now they want to say, hey, we want to bring you over here in your second fight, win a championship. Everybody knew this man was already fighting professional fights and he didn't want to record it. 2-time Olympian, he still wasn't ready. He comes over here and lose to Orlando Salido, bro. I mean, come on, man. I never really liked Lomachenko like that. I just didn't like, I don't like him as far as personally. I'm just saying I don't like him as a fighter. Because he's a 2-time Olympian over there fighting kids at one point. Came over here, you know what I'm saying? They tried to make him the fastest champion ever in professional. Orlando Salido sabotaged that. Shut it down. And then he's had an okay boxing career. He's been able to freaking hold residence on the pound for pound list with no titles. He's a golden child, man. No titles on the pound for pound list. No titles, y'all. He lost to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He goes up there and beat up Teofimo Lopez's common opponents, Richard Comey and Masayoshi Nakatani. Come on, man. Come on, bro. But I thought Lomachenko beat Devin, though. Seriously, I did. I thought he beat him. Christopher said, I like Devin, but his daddy need to start telling the truth. Bill is always gonna talk that talk, man. And a lot of it you're not gonna believe. But you know, he feels like, you know, his delivery is always gonna have you out here saying, oh, I know where he coming from. Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have you thinking a little bit. Arnold Brown on deck, salute to you. What's good? What's good? Damn, he was good for a minute, then went. Nah, man, you know, this dude Ryan Garcia, man, he's been talking a lot. When Devin spoke to them, he was very articulate and seemed focused and locked in. When Devin, yeah, I must have overlooked it. Let me see, can I even find Devin? Because I haven't even been able to see what he spoke. He might have spoke to him earlier. Let me check back here earlier. Nope, I definitely don't want to get a sermon by B-Hop. I didn't see what Devin was even talking to them, man. Shout out to Charles Conwell. Great open workout. Didn't see Devin, didn't see none of Devin up there speaking to the commentators. I see him doing the open workout, and I see him talking to the media. That's what it's supposed to be about right there, speaking to the media. Speaking to the media, man. Getting the word out there for real. So I don't know who y'all going for in the chat. Either way, it's no way that I can bring myself to say that Ryan Garcia has a chance in this fight. I don't see, once again, you can call it bias and you can call it, whatever you choose to. I just don't see Derrick James coming up and transforming Ryan Garcia with everything that's been going on into a fighter that's going to go in there and shock the world. I don't get that vibe. No part of me is convinced that happens this weekend. And there's no hate on Derrick James. I just don't see him, bro. I don't see him. Now, I'm not saying the same thing for Diddy James versus Bill Haney, like I say for Diddy James versus Bomac. Bomac is very, very well versed in his boxing knowledge as a trainer. He's different. Nobody can even come close to debating that. He's different when it comes to instructions that he give in the ring. We already done seen the video clips. We seen the results. But when it comes to Diddy James going there against Bill Haney, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at, you know what I'm saying? I'm still looking at, the 2-time Trainer of the Year award, and I'm trying to see if he's able to transform one of his fighters. Like Errol Spence is somewhere, deep on the farm in the tree line, somewhere in the shadows. I don't know what he's doing back there. Probably, talking to himself. I don't know. But as far as Diddy James, will Ryan Garcia even listen to Diddy James this weekend? Will he provide him instructions that Ryan Garcia feels that can keep him locked in, keep him motivated, give him confidence he can go in there and get through whatever he's going through? Because I think he's definitely going to go through some shit this weekend. And I'm pretty sure Devin Haney is too. I just don't know what it is. I think about, Devin Haney being the primary reason for what Ryan Garcia may experience this weekend. He would be the antagonist. I do believe that shit. But when it comes to, Devin Haney and what he experienced, it might be a guy coming in on a parachute that almost land on his head. It might be, one of those giant, hornets or something. I'm landing on Devin and stinging him. I just don't see where Ryan Garcia is going to be held liable for causing Devin any type of disruption. I don't see it, people. I'll see if Devin has some issues. It might be one of the ceiling or the lights falling down from the roof. You know what I'm saying? It might be a fan that jumps in the ring and thought it was WrestleMania, WWE, and shit. He want to come in there and get 5 minutes of fame. Like they, it might be somebody who naked, jump in the ring like they, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they do in soccer or they do in football. I don't see Ryan Garcia being the guy. I don't know, man. I have to wait and see. If it's possible. That's all. I really have to wait and see. I don't see it, man. I don't see, man. I know see it. I don't see it, man. I'm trying my best as I'm speaking to you. I'm trying to filter through my projected Rolodex. I'm trying to magnify, thoughts that haven't really came to. I'm just trying to use my imagination. Can Ryan Garcia, can he shock? Is it a way that he can get this victory? And I'm thinking, I say the only way is that he followed through with what he said, the elbow, biting his ears off. You know what I'm saying? Elbows. Biting his ears off. Disqualification. That is the only way that the fight can be stopped, in my opinion. But still, it won't be in favor of Ryan Garcia. So I'm idle right now. I'm treading. You know what I'm saying? I'm treading for real. I don't know how Ryan Garcia is really going to bring the pain against Devin Haney. I don't know. I think it's early on, it's going to be interesting because we seen what he attempted to do with Gervonta Davis. Now, if Ryan goes in here and does something special, I will not hesitate to give him his credit and give Diddy James partial credit. Okay? Because I can't give him full credit, being that the Errol Spence situation is still out there lingering in the minds of boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? It's still out there. It's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're coming up on the year anniversary, and goddamn it, it's going to be another celebration. And all I'm going to stop. I'm going to stay on topic. I want to see if Diddy James is capable of coming up with a fight plan. Bill Haney was not a fighter in the ring. Diddy James was. He better hope that Ryan doesn't go in there and get stopped under his watch. It is OVR. OVR for him. Done. Frank Martin don't even have to step in. Ryan is a big hype. Frank Martin ain't bigger than Ryan Garcia, okay? When it comes to popularity. Ryan goes in here, and what they say, shit the bed. Look like a tyro. It is over. No way I can pick Dev in this fight. I'm predicting Ryan quitting. Oh, no way I cannot pick Dev in this fight. I predict Ryan quitting. I'm going to say by round 7 because that sounds reasonable, but it might be early, to be honest. I got a question about round 7. Why 7? Because it deals with being a holy number. You know what I'm saying? Why 7? You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling the religious connection between you and Ryan Garcia? Does he give you that disciple? You know what I'm saying? Is he special? Do you believe he's a child of God? Why round 7? Why not 6? 6. I mean, you gotta hold on, Andrew, to number 6, man. You gotta keep it in the realm of darkness. You gotta keep it nocturnal. This man said, I've been through a lot of shit. That's what it is. Man, nobody ain't been through what I've been. I've been through a lot of shit, man. That's mental strength. So I'm like, why 7, man? Just say round 6. 6. You know what I'm saying? That's all. What I want to see is Dev apply pressure from the opening bell and stay on Ryan's ass like a pit bull on a raw steak. Okay, I got you. Dang, pit bull on a raw steak. Dang. You trying to see a lot more blood than we saw July 29th, man. I get it. But we haven't really seen Devin Haney fight like that. You know, Devin Haney understands what the offensive plan is. And that's usually boxing, being very meticulous and methodical about how he carries out his fight plan. He's a boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's very organized with his selection. So let's see how it plays out, man. Maybe you get what you asked for. Maybe not. But you know, if it was some other boxers with that killer instinct like that, I can agree with you. I don't know if he's willing to go in there and just unload the first half of the fight. But hey, it's not impossible. there, Andrew. It's not impossible, bro. Shout out to the OG, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more in the building. I see you. I like odd numbers, no religious undertone. Okay, I'm just saying. I was standing by the shores, and you know the Ryan Garcia shores, and I'm looking at the tunnels that leave underground, you know, and I saw, you know, I saw some freaking pictures on a freaking gate. You know what I'm saying? The gate was gold now too. You know, it was Golden Gate, and it had a number 7 up there. So I was just wondering, have you ever seen it yourself? You know. People love the number 7 because it's supposed to be a nice number per the biblical readings and everything. So that's the only reason why I said that. So we're going to leave it alone. No religious undertones. What about overtones, though? What about overtones? Leave the undertones alone and let's speak about overtones. Overtones and how Ryan Garcia just continue to show the people that he can come up here and drop all the F-bombs in the world. And then at the end, he said, God bless. Man, come on, man. I understand totally that his gods ain't like the one that a lot of us worship and pray and have faith in. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. He's talking about somebody else. Dev isn't a brawler, he's a boxer, but I think he could get away with a higher punch output against Ryan. That's what I mean. I understand what you mean, but I'm saying like we haven't seen Dev basically reciprocate what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? With him just coming out and being a lot more aggressive. You got to look at this too. Ryan is a bit dangerous early on. You feel me? Like he is a bit dangerous. Like he does have speed, and I believe he does have power. And you know how timing can really set something up to change things. It's just I don't visualize. I haven't been able to visualize yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to ramp it up a little bit Thursday. Maybe I need to go find an ayahuasca facility and say, hey, I just want to go places I haven't been yet. This Haney and Garcia fight, it really has me really, you know, feeling like a lost soul right now. Why is that, Mr. White? It's just certain things I can't visualize. I can't visualize this guy. You know Garcia? Yes, we do. We know him very well. He's been here before. We had to kick him out though. He wanted to bring his own psychedelics to him. We say no, that's not what we do. That's not in the package. So I was like, I just can't visualize him beating Devin on this night, no matter what he does. I don't see him being skillful enough. And then Mr. Milk Dud head over there in the corner, I don't see him having the intellectual know-how to provide those conducive instructions for Ryan Garcia to listen and then go out there and execute. I just can't visualize it. So I'm here. I need what plans of ayahuasca? Do you have a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being the highest? Oh, you do? I would want to, if y'all have a 5, yes, I would, sir. We'd rather you go through ayahuasca level 1 first and work your way up to 2, because 5 can be really, really dark. Like you can go someplace. That's what I want. I need to go a place and try to see where Ryan is really hanging out at the end of the day. I think I can find Ryan if I go to level 5. He say he's always in the dark. I wanna see, can I locate him? That's all. That's all I'm saying, people. I want to see, can I locate Ryan Garcia in the darkness, you know, and try to find out his secret. I want to know if he's really in the darkness and he's a part of the Matrix. I don't know. I really want to check it out, man. Real talk. I want to catch him lacking. Be like, God damn it, Ryan, I knew you was over here. You've been faking it all the time with this religious front, using God's name. I knew you was over here on the dark side. I knew it. I want to go ahead and be able to talk about it. But y'all hold it down, man. I'm at an hour and a half. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let me see that I missed something. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't want to do this, but this might be Ryan, when he finished this fight and Devin beat the brakes off of him, and he really goes into a mental state of declivity, you might see him rare sightings. This might be Ryan after freaking this weekend. He say he was a woman. He say he was a woman, right? Devin might beat that man up. He go out in the wilderness, man, and try to find himself. I'm serious, y'all. But shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, man. A-side official, no negotiation needed, period. I'm out. Peace.